Hi friends, Jai Bhim. Today English news. If we see, widening this, man hacked to death in daylight. A man was hacked to death in a broad daylight in the middle of Jiaguda Purana Pool Road here on Sunday. In the incident that took place in the evening hours when moderate moderate traffic was moving, a person held to legs of the victim and two others attacked him with a machete and the long handled stick. Traffic moving on the side of the road where the gruesome crime took place did not stop. However, motorcyclists passing the on the opposite side slowed down and captured the incident on cell phones. The brief clip have gone viral on social media platform. As per other details verified from the victim's wallet, the police said he was identified as a Jangam Sai Kumar, 32 of Ishamai Bazar, Koti. Preliminarily, the police suspected that attack was over past rivalry. The suspects are yet to be identified. వాళ్ళని గుర్తించాల్సిందిగా ఉంది. In the mid to a daytime near High backs up to Usmania, Jiaguda Road. The brutal incident was happened yesterday. Three members chased one person and attacked them with a knife and a big rod. They smashed within minutes. Though all the traffics are very rushy, even though that all the took videos, but who did not any person tried to they did not try to save him, because all the people like that throughout the world. Why the humanity? Where the humanity? Why this brutal incident happening? Why the people are not stopping? Thousands are there, but not stopped. This was the very brutal Hyderabad danger signals. This is the government should hang them at the same place. Openly government should hang. ఖచ్చితంగా గవర్నమెంట్ బహిరంగంగా ఉరిదీయాలి వీళ్ళని. ఎందుకంటే ఈ హత్యలు నడి రోడ్ల మీద చేయడం అనేది, ఈ ప్రాణహాని చేయడం అనేది కరెక్ట్ కాదు. ఎందుకంటే మన కోర్టులు ఉన్నాయి, పోలీసు వ్యవస్థ ఉంది. ఇంత పెద్ద అద్భుతమైనటువంటి పవర్ఫుల్ రాజ్యాంగంలో కూడా ఇంత డేంజర్గా జరుగుతుందంటే నిజంగా సిగ్గుతో తలదించుకోవాల్సిందే. నడి రోడ్ల మీద, అది కూడా వెంటాడి చంపడం అనేది కరెక్ట్ కాదు. వాళ్ళని నడి రోడ్ల ఉరిదీయాలి వీళ్ళని. Exim data revised trade deficit narrows by $100 billion. Exports between April and the November not pegged and 295.3 billion, almost 12 billions higher than the initial estimate. Import bill seen $493.5 billion, about 1.7 billion up from the earlier figures. If we see April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December figure, trade balances, initial estimates, revision we can see here. And other, we can say, Rijiju endorse former HC judges view that top court hijacked the constitution. He is the Rijiju. He is the law minister, central law minister. He is Rijiju, central law minister. He want to enter into the Supreme Court. He wants to take decision. Whoever becomes Supreme Court president, Supreme Court judge, he has to elect. That type of intention he has. Rijiju endorse former HC judges view the top court hijacked the constitution. Actually, majority of the people have similar same views. It's only those people who discard these are the provisions of the constitution and mandate of the people think that they are above the constitution of India. Kiran Rijiju said, the union law minister. He is the union law minister. In a sign up escalating the tension between the executive and the judiciary. Executive means parliament and judiciary means Supreme Court. Union law minister Kiran Rijiju on Sunday said the majority of people had the same views, the similar to the one expressed by retired High Court judge who said the Supreme Court had hijacked the constitution by deciding to appoint a judge by itself. Mr. Rijiju took to Twitter to share a video interview of the former Delhi High Court judge, Justice R.S. Sodhi, retired, and called it the voice of a judge. In the interview, the Justice Sodhi also said the top court could not frame laws as it did not have the right to do so. Only Parliament will amend the Constitution, but here I feel Supreme Court for the first time hijacked on the Constitution after hijacking they means the Supreme Court said that we will appoint the judges ourselves and the government will have no role in it. The said in Hindi. He said in Hindi. Endorsing the view, Mr. Rijiju tweeted that actually majority of the people have similar same views. It's only those people who discard the provision of the constitution and mandate of the people think that they are above the constitution of India. Another tweet said, the voice of the judges real beauty of the Indian democracy it is success of the people rule themselves through their elected representatives represent the intents of the people and make law. Our judiciary is independent and our constitution is supreme. Mr. Rijiju remarks are the latest in the tussle between the center and the Supreme Court over the judicial appointments. The page number 8 it is continuing. Zooming in, 8 it is continuing. Okay, if we see the 5 persons, mainly 5 persons are 5 the intellectuals concentrated on the Supreme Court. Our Pradhan Mantri, Prime Minister of India, Home Minister of India, and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, and Vice President Dadak, and Law Minister, Union Minister Rijiju. These 5 members wants to share in Supreme Court. They have to take decisions. Whatever they thought in their mind, they thought in their mind complete throughout the India. They did monetization. They wanted to do monetization. They did. They wanted to do privatization. They did. They wanted to take what is that black acts. They did. They wanted to split all the parties in the country. They did. They wanted to establish eight other various governments. They split it. They split them and made government through the BJP. Whatever they want, did complete throughout the India. Whatever they want to do, they did. The Narendra Modi and Amit Shah and President of India and Lok Sabha Speaker and Union Minister. These 5 members they want to become a part of Supreme Court. Then the Supreme Court will, whatever they will do, the government will do, the Supreme Court should support them. That is why they have to elect the Supreme Court Chief Justice also. Then whatever they want, whatever they want to do, they can do. Otherwise, the Supreme Court is now stopping them. Whom? Narendra Modi and Amit Shah and Speaker and vice president and union law minister. These 5 members. 5 మంది ఇందులో నరేంద్ర మోడీ గారు, అమిత్ షా గారు, పార్లమెంట్ స్పీకరు, నెక్స్ట్ రెండోది రిజిజు ఇక్కడ న్యాయశాఖ మంత్రి, మూడోది మన ఉపరాష్ట్రపతి. వీళ్ళందరూ కలిసి దేశంలో ఏం కావాలనో వాళ్ళ చేతులు అంతా తీసేసుకోరు. ఏమేం కావాలి వాళ్ళకు, ధరలు పెంచేసిరు, డిమానిటైజేషన్ చేయాలి, చేసేసిరు. ఇక అన్ని పార్టీలు అందరినీ భయభ్రాంతులకు గురి చేయాలి, చేసేసిరు. అన్ని పార్టీలను చీల్చి బీజేపీలో చేర్చేసుకున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు 8 రాష్ట్రాలలో కాంగ్రెస్ ప్రభుత్వం గవర్నమెంట్ ఏర్పాటు చేసి మొత్తం చీల్చి బీజేపీ పార్టీలో చేర్చుకున్నారు. అంటే బీజేపీ రూలింగ్ చేస్తున్నట్టు తయారు చేశారు. మరి ఏం మిగిలింది దేశం లోపల? సుప్రీంకోర్టు మిగిలింది. ఏదన్నా మందిని ముంచే కార్యం, దేశాన్ని అమ్మేతామన్నా, పేదలను చంపేతామన్నా, అంత ఉల్టా చేద్దామంటే ఎవరు అడ్డం ఉన్నారు? ఇప్పుడు సుప్రీంకోర్టు అడ్డం ఉంది. మరి సుప్రీంకోర్టు అడ్డం ఉంటే ఏం చేయాలి? సుప్రీంకోర్టుల ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి పార్లమెంటు సుప్రీంకోర్టు జడ్జిని ఎన్నుకునే అవకాశం కూడా పార్లమెంట్కి ఇవ్వాలి. అంటే నరేంద్ర మోడీకి ఇవ్వాలి, లేదంటే కిరణ్ రిజిజుకి ఇవ్వాలి. వీళ్ళకి ఇస్తే అప్పుడు ఏం చేయొచ్చు? దేశాన్ని వాళ్ళ ఇష్టం ఎవరినంటే ఆయన లోపట్టేయచ్చు, చంపేయచ్చు, ఏమైనా చేయొచ్చు. ఇది ఇలా పాలన. ప్రజలు వీళ్ళని ఇంటికి పంపిస్తే తప్ప ద పీపుల్ షుడ్ డిసైడ్ టు సెండ్ నరేంద్ర మోడీ అండ్ బీజేపీ టు హోమ్, అదర్వైజ్ ఇండియా విల్ నాట్ డెవలప్. Especially these 5 members they're concentrate on Supreme Court. This is not the way. They elected as the prime ministers. They established governments, various states. How they are ruling? How they are providing infrastructure, jobs, and health, and wealth, and other opportunities. What about the people of food and shelter and education? These are not properly in India. But even though they want to share in Supreme Court, this is very danger. Actually, majority of the people have similar same views. It's only the people who these only views discard that the previous of the constitution and mandate of the people think that they are above the constitution of India. Nothing. That's not the way. That's not the way. Supreme Court has its own right. Supreme Court has the knowledgeable, those who are selected as the judges and knowledgeable persons will be there, and they will take decisions. Whenever the parliament implement the acts in parliament, the Supreme Court will check if there is that act is right and useful to the people. Supreme Court will accept. Otherwise, Supreme Court will reject and send back. The highest judicial power is on Supreme Court. That is going on. Why these people are disturbing? This is dangerous signals, dangerous thought they have. This is not good for our country. This is not for health our country. మన దేశానికి ఇది మంచిది కాదు వీళ్ళు చేసేటువంటి పని అని చెప్పి నేను తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నా. డిప్యూటీ తహసీల్దార్ booked for trespassing into women IAS officer quarters. What happened, madam? The Jubilee Hills police have reportedly booked a deputy tahsildar for a trespassing into the women's IAS officer's quarters at night. The incident, as per the report, took place 2 days ago, and the police have registered a case against the Anand Kumar Reddy and his friend driver, and also remanded them in a judicial custody. Mr. Reddy, a deputy tahsildar in Medchal, Malkajgiri district, reportedly entered the villa in gated accommodation located on road number 10C at around 11:30 p.m. and approached the senior officer in her private space. When the officer raised an alarm, the security personnel, the security in the gate community restrained them and handed him over the police. The Jubilee Hills police invoked the provision of IPS section 447 criminal trespass on Sunday. When the incident came into the light and was broadcast widely on the television and social media, the senior IAS officer and the secretary to Chief Minister Smita Abarwal took a Twitter and disclosed that that incident had this most harrowing experience a night back when in a when when an intrude the broke into my house. I had to I had to present my I want to present presence of mind to deal and save my life life lessons. No matter who secure you think you are, always check and doors locks and personally dial 100 in emergency. She said reportedly Mr. Sabarwal has been staying with her two children while her husband Hakur Sabarwal 212th batch IPS officer is on central deputation serving in an intelligence agency. Okay, okay. Intelligence agency. The Tahsildar, this was the thing. Intelligence agency lo is IAS officer Smita Sabarwal and who is his name husband Akun Sabarwal. Akun Sabarwal and Smita Sabarwal, they are wife and husband, they are IAS officers. అండ్ వన్ ఇక్కడ ఒక డిప్యూటీ తహసీల్దార్ నైట్ ఒక డ్రైవర్తో కలిసి ఇంటికి పోయాడు నైట్ 11 గంటలకు. ఎందుకు ఈమె అల్లారం కొడితే పోలీసులు వచ్చి ఆమె తీసుకుపోయి పట్టుకుపోయారు. వాళ్ళని రిమైండ్ చేసారు. అది సంగతి. Mini cylinders exploded at welding shop, non-injured. Head of Formula fresh the 26 cars to touch down at RGIA from Riyadh. Remember Che Guevara not through t-shirts but world changing ideology. Remember Che Guevara not through t-shirts but world changing ideology. Che Guevara వచ్చి టీ షర్ట్లలో వేసుకోవడం కాదు, ప్రపంచమే చేంజ్ కావాలని చెప్పి వాళ్ళ డాక్టర్ చెప్తాను. Che Guevara should be remembered not just through the t-shirts or the posters, but as a person who ideology changed the world, said Aleida Guevara, the daughter of Argentina, Marxist revolutionary Ernesto Che Guevara, while speaking at a civic reception held here on Sunday. Aleida asked the people at the event to treat her as a Cuban woman rather than the daughter of a revolutionary, a prominent communist figure in the Cuban Revolution 1956 to 59. He rose to become a guerrilla leader in the South America. He was executed by the Bolivian army in 1967 and has since been regarded as a martyr by generation worldwide. Che Guevara in his time worked for 16 hours a day and was engaged in volunteering the activities during weekends. She said, adding these activities were a accept of the increasing social consciousness among people and to work for the people without expecting anything in return. Volunteering increased the understanding of a person towards the society. Cuba is the country which has shown the world that it can run without capitalism. The Cubans never feel that we are above the below anybody. While speaking about former the Cuban president Fidel Castro, he said if a country has to be the free, then the people should be educated. Education will help the person in a way where nobody can manipulate them, and that is where the Fidel Castro comes into the picture. He stressed on the need of the education for the people of Cuba. She pointed out, discussing the pandemic year, and the Mr. Guevara said the Cuba produced 5 vacancies to fight COVID-19, and the majority of the countries the population has already been vaccinated. She said that the country is also working towards the manufacturing vaccine to fight the lung cancer protest, prostate the cancer and uterus the cancer. Okay, whatever it may be. Yesterday, Che Guevara's daughter, she is Che Guevara's just Alieda Guevara, the daughter of a Cuban Marxist revolutionary leader Che Guevara's being facilitated by CFI leader at the party office in Hyderabad on Sunday. We can see here Che Guevara daughter ఏమే Che Guevara అంటే పెద్ద ప్రేమ మంచి విప్లవకారుడు. ఆయన వాలంటీర్గా పనిచేసి దేశం కోసం రోజుకు 16 గంటలు పనిచేసి దేశ ప్రజల కోసం వాళ్ళకి స్వాతంత్రం దేవడం కోసం దేశ ప్రజల స్వాతంత్రం అంటే ఎడ్యుకేషన్ బాగా చదువుకోవడం వల్ల సమాజం తెలుస్తుంది, సమాజం తెలియడం వల్ల ఎవరికన్నా గొప్ప కాదని చెప్పి విద్యతోనే అన్ని సాధిస్తారని చెప్పి Che Guevara చెప్పారు. కాబట్టి Che Guevara డాక్టర్ వచ్చింది, ఇక్కడ సన్మానం చేసిరు అనమాట Che Guevara యొక్క డాక్టర్కు. రిచువలిస్టిక్ స్టార్ట్ నాగోబా జాతర రిచువల్స్. Nagoba Jatara, the annual mega religious festival of the Adivasi Gond tribes got off to the ritualistic start at Keslapur in Indravelli Mandal of the Adilabad district late on Saturday night. The village turned into a sea of humanity as the Adivasis of the Mesram Klasraj Gond and Pardhan Adivasis from a fair and wide throned the venue of the Jatara worship of the deity Nagoba the serpent god at the reverted temple. Adivasis clad in their traditional attire offered prayers to the untils near temple line with centuries old tradition. Mahapuja was performed by the Adivasis of the Mesram clan with the great devotion of the Saturday night, making the beginning of Nagoba Jatara. The Jatara will feature Nagoba Darbar on Tuesday and conclude on January 28. January 28 this Jatara conclude అయితే నాగోబాది నిన్న ఫేమస్ జరిగింది, ఇక్కడ మనం చూడొచ్చు. US consulted to be the open on select Saturdays for additional visa slots. కూడా ఇక్కడ ఏమేమో జరుగుతూ ఉంది. The US consultant in Hyderabad opened consular operations of the Saturday to accommodate applicants seeking in a person visa interviews and in the coming in the months too, it will continue to be open the additional slots for the appointments on selected Saturdays. The operations were open in the US Embassy in the New Delhi as well as at all other consulates in the country. This is being done a part of the larger effort to reduce wait time for the first time visa applicants. These additional interviews days are just one competent as a multi-froged interview initiative to address the blocked in visa processing caused by COVID-19 pandemic, as a press release said. The US Department of the State has implemented remote processing of interviews causes of applicant with the previous US visa between January and the March 2020. Dozens of temporary consular officers from the Washington and other embassies will arrive in India to increase processing capacity. To expedite visa is insurance and create the more slots. The number of consular officers will also be increased and permanently assigned to the embassy and consulates by this summer. The US mission in India will be at full up staffing, and the processing the visas is expected to the levels from the prior to COVID-19 the pandemic. As a travel restrictions have been lifted, the US mission to India has made it priority to facilitate legitimate travel and the educate over the 8 lakhs non-immigrants visas in 2022, including the record number of both students and employments visa. In every other visa category, interview wait time in India are at pre-pandemic levels. Levels are lower. Okay, okay. This is the situation. Orchestra bringing curtains down on the science of fest at HPS. All eyes on TS budget outstay for 2023-24 finance officials cautious. Budget session slated to start soon. Government reportedly received the proposals in excess of 3 lakh crore from the various departments during the free budget meeting. During the free budget meeting, we can say that our assembly photo give the shortage of funds. It is interesting to see how the government proposals outlay. It is very interesting point. Government has no money. There is no benefits from the outside other side. The government how they will make and create the budget. They are eagerly waiting all the people when on the February 3rd it is going to announce. All eyes are on to total outlay of the budget for the financial year 2023-24 has the notification for the budget session of the legislature was released on Saturday. The government has reportedly received the proposal in excess of the 3 lakh crore on the different department during the free budget meeting conveyed by the Financial Special Chief Secretary K. Ramakrishna Rao with the department last week. Department like irrigation, education, health, roads, buildings, municipal administration, welfare, and the Panchayat Raj and the rural development are understood to have requested to adapt the allocation in a view of the ongoing schemes and development projects. The finance department officials are cautious to their response to the total outlay in the upcoming budget. The outlay could be the little higher than the current year's 2.56 lakh crores. 56 lakhs, a senior official said without elaborating further on the issue. There is a strong reason behind the skepticism, as the state had faced a tough time to raise the resource during the last few months. Thanks to the restrictions imposed by the Union Finance Minister on the loans of market borrowing, citing the financial management issues as against the 52,167 crores open market borrowing projects in the budget for the current year. The government was allowed to raise the 37,650 crores for the entire year, leaving a shortfall of around 15,000 crores. The quantum through the grants it laid and the contributions was projected at 41,001 crore of the which meager 6,623 crore had been received still the November, according to the provisional figure released by the controller and Additional General of India. This leaves a shortfall of the close up to 35,000 crores with just 4 months left, and the financial year to end, and the little hope that the entire quantum being released by the short period with the Union Finance Ministers from the not going to extra relaxations to relaxation to the state of raising resources that state had been struggling hard to the mobilize funds, implementation of the schemes such as the Dalit Bandhu, Raitu Bandhu, payment of the salaries or wages and the pensions, among other interests also loans obtained by the government has been steadily on the rise with 16,000 10 crores in 2022 2021, 18,688 crores 2021-22, and 13,257 crores paid till November end during the current fiscal. Given given the shortage in funds in fund, it is interesting to see how the government proposes the outlay for the next year and election year by striking a fine balance between development and welfare. Interestingly, the CM K. Chandrasekhar Rao, who conveyed the meeting of the officials on the Saturday is understood to have directed them to focus on avoiding leakage in tax collection and the recovery of the pending taxes. In addition, to explore the scope mobilizing the additional revenue through the sales of government lands for fulfilling the financial commitments. Waste nothing. It does not have any plan. There is no scope to get money throughout the country. Only scope is there. He has to sell all the lands. On the lands, then he will not leave any land in our state. తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో భూమాముడు తప్ప ఈయన దగ్గర ఏం లేవు. మొత్తం గబ్బులేసిపోయింది రాష్ట్రం. మొత్తం టోటల్ తెలంగాణ స్టేట్ ఈస్ కొలాప్స్డ్. all organizations, at least a single hospital he did not build, at least single school he did not build, he did not give any employment, and only bribe is going on in Telangana state. Bribes are going on. That's it. Nothing will happen. Harish Rao request to center to release the 495.2 crores matching the grant of SS. Salpat. CEO's office strengthen infra to be the allocation ready. Revant urges Dalit and Girjans to bust the feudal attitude of BRS leaders. Feudal attitude. Yesterday the Congress meeting was completely successful. Highlight asal. Crowd at the Dalit Girjana Atmagaurava Sabha organized by the Telangana Congress at Bijnepalli in Nagar Karnool district on Saturday. Excellent asal. Super. In its the first meeting after the new AICC in charge took over the Telangana Congress held big show with the Dalit Girijana Atmagaurava Sabha, where the Telangana Congress President A. Revant Reddy executed confidence that the party would win all the 14 assembly seats in the combined Mahbub Nagar district. In the meeting organized at Bijnepalli in Nagar Karnool districts on Sunday evening, he appealed to Dalit Girjanas and backward caste to ensure the Congress win and said that he would take the leaders chosen by the Sonia Gandhi as the chief minister on his shoulders. The Congress is the only party that can give a opportunity to these the communities. The Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has repeatedly ditched Dalits after promising them to top post of Telangana. Telangana was formed. He said, using all his oratory skills to the hilt, he targeted the TRS leaders and the MLAs who said had amassed wealth illegal while partning their promise. The TRS MLAs have become so arrogant that they had gained a feudal mentality in ill treatment Dalits. Recalling the attack on Congress leaders who went to in the inspect all the protest at the Markandeya project site as nothing was moving. Asked how dare they press the throats of Dalits with their Dalit of feet. There is no Madiga ministers in the state cabinet, and Mandakrishna Madiga was put in jail for the 3 months, reflecting how they are treated by the TRH chief, he claimed. On the other hand, the Congress had made Mallikarjun Kharge the AICC president and Batti Vikramarka the Congress legislature party chief. Mr. Vikramarka regretted the attack on the Dalits in a constituency that was represented the Dalit leader and the ex-Congress chief the Mallu Ananta Ramulu, the TRS leader, arrogance and atrocious behavior will no more be tolerated, he said, and asked the police to be fair. AICC in charge Manik Rao Thackeray, the former the ministers Nagam Janardhan Reddy, Shabbir Ali, Gaddam Prasad Kumar, AICC Secretary A. Sampath Kumar, and former MP Mallu Ravi also spoke. Excellent. Excellent. It was there is chance to get the power into the Telangana state Congress party. Keep going on while continuing like these programs and give it opportunity to young leaders, young youth. That is very important. Let them give opportunities to young leaders. Stitches done by the hospital guard Harish order inquiry. Central government did not ban SDPI to ensure that the votes are divided. Siddaramaya is going to form government in Karnataka. There will no doubt about it. Congress party is going to win in Karnataka and Bangalore. The Congress leader was addressing the Prajadvani Yatra of the party in Udupi, a poll bound the Karnataka. He also countered the claim of the BJP leaders that the government headed by him previously had released PFI and SDPI activities from the prison. Okay, don't comment on politics in Karnataka. Congress leaders tell Revant. Don't comment on politics in Karnataka. Kang leaders tell Revant. The Congress High Command is learned to have stepped into douse the flames over the controversial statement made by the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee President A. Revant Reddy. Mr. Reddy had claimed that the Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao tried to influence the Karnataka Congress leaders to defeat the party identified assembly constituencies in the Karnataka elections. The party sources on Sunday said that the top leadership, including the KV Venugopal and the Karnataka in charge Randeep Surjewala, have spoke to both Revant Reddy and the Bired Jamir Ahmed Khan, MLA whose name has come up in the controversy. Mr. Reddy has been asked to restrict himself to Telangana and abstain from the commenting on Karnataka politics. He has been told that such complaint could hurt the party prospects with the election to assembly here a few months away, the sources said. Mr. Reddy had claimed that Mr. Rao had called a senior Congress leader from the Karnataka and paid him 500 crores to ensure that the Congress was defeated in 30 seats. Mr. Khan on Saturday acknowledged that he had met Mr. Rao but denied reports that the politics has been discussed in the meeting. అనవసరంగా అందులో ఏలు పెట్టవద్దు, నిజమే, అది కరెక్ట్. Rogu elephant PT-7 captured in a textbook operation in Palakkad. Rogu elephant here, you can see. The boy killed in suspect leopard attack. An 11-year-old boy was found dead at the Oralahalli village in Mysore district on Sunday. He is suspected to have been killed in a leopard attack. The victim went to the missing on Saturday and his parentally eaten body was found early in 1.5 kilometers from the village. This is the second human death in a suspects of leopard attack within 48 hours, and the fourth in the past 3 months. Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai ordered an operation for the early capture of the leopard. ఇద్దరిని చంపిందంట, తినేసిందంట leopard. Section of kin opposes declaration of Ajmet Jah as ninth Nizam. Tribals should have the Patta rights ministers. आहा, बहुत सुंदर दिख रहा है. Changing politics, compatible governors, incompatible governors. Governors of BJP party, those who provided, all are making nuisance in our various states. While the constitutional reasoning that the resulted in the constitution of the governor may still hold good today, the metamorphosis in India politics call for the transformed gubernatorial the functioning. Okay. See change in states. Where are the different a reality check? Governors are making nuisance in various states. A reminder of the flows in the India's urbanization politics. It's a time for India's universities to join the world. Yes, 100%. Unknown complex system, destructives. Post-COVID-19 math skills of the students in Southwest dipped most. These boys doing the maths చేస్తారంట పిల్లలు. NIA inspects the blast site in Jammu. Security beefed up for Republic Day Yatra. Nature of blast had to be the disclosed. Jain meet-up force held to revive the internal security. Civilian injured in the Srinagar as a militants hurl grenade Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist held on South Kashmir. What is this? Rahul Gandhi. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi leading that party Bharat Jodo Yatra had at Hiranagar Mohar in Kautwa on Sunday. The Yatra will arrive in Jammu on Monday. It's going to close. Cannot compromise on Rahul Gandhi's security. Congress. Article 370. Okay, I will see that. Congress on Saturday said that Bharat Jodo Yatra will follow the directions of the security agencies as the security of Congress leader Rahul Gandhi is a topmost concern. The statement comes as Jammu witnessed twin blasts on Saturday that left 9 civilians injured. 9 civilians. We are in touch with the security agencies. Any suggestions from them will be followed. There can be no compromise when it comes to the security of the Mr. Rahul Gandhi. His security is topmost concern for us. Congress leaders Jairam Ramesh said on the Kautwa ahead of the Yatra arrival in Jammu on Monday. He said the party's stand was clear on the terrorism. There should be no compromise in dealing with either the perpetrators or the sponsors of the terrorism. Mr. Ramesh said several Congress leaders on Sunday said they were concerned about the safety and security of Mr. Gandhi's after the tin explosives has it raised question mark on the security arrangements. security arrangements. We accept that the security agencies are fully alert and are the doing their jobs satisfactorily. But claims of the government that terrorism has been punished falls flat in the wake up such incident in Jammu based Congress leaders said. Article 370 is a response to statement made by the BJP asking the Congress to clarify its stand on Article 370. Mr. Ramesh said Article 370 is a very serious issue. As of now, the bigger issue is a restoration of the democratic democratic process in Jammu and Kashmir. When the election will be held and statehood restored, Jammu and Kashmir has become an attached office of the Ministry of Home Affairs. He said there was an undeclared emergency in the country. An undeclared emergency is more dangerous than the declared emergency. The BJP ended that the spirit of the democracy is the country. He added, Mr. Gandhi will address the rally in Jammu on Monday. He will celebrate the public day with the local in Jammu and Kashmir, Banihal before heading for the Kashmir Valley. He will ended that yatra in Srinagar and Jammu and Kashmir. Declared emergency, undeclared emergency is very danger than declared emergency. Indira Gandhi made declared emergency. Narendra Modi is continuing the undeclared emergency. This is the declared emergency is safe, undeclared emergency is very danger. Narendra Modi is following undeclared emergency. This is the thing is going on. Okay, thank you very much. Whoever came into the came in live and supporting me, and subscribe the AVM channel and support me. AVM Anaposala Venkatesham. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bhim, all of you. Thank you. Okay.